Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Well, for this video, I want to talk about targeted individuals. Let's begin. So we already know that history is always bound to repeat itself. So let's start with certain people who stood for their truth. And were also targeted individuals. Let's start with Tupac. He talks about having someone constantly harassing him, starting problems with him. He was under surveillance. He felt like the whole world was against him. But he was actually someone of very high prestige. The way that he spoke in his lyrics came from the soul and from the heart. He actually was speaking about reality, what was going on in the world. You really analyze those lyrics and you understand how even in the past he was still going through a lot of harassment and a lot of tormenting for going against the government's agenda. Then we have Martin Luther King. He was also a targeted individual. They put him under a surveillance program to stalk him, to always keep an eye on him of everything that he did, everything that he said. They even sent him a letter, a threat letter of his life for speaking the truth in front of a group of people. And certain people hated him for that because it was going against the agenda of creating stereotypes, lies. The stereotypes aren't even true. Just because you judge a book by its cover, it doesn't mean each single one is the same way. It's shallow and it's very ignorant to think that way. Malcolm X was also a targeted individual. He was also being watched and harassed. There are several of very, very important people who were truth seekers, who were being targeted by the government for speaking the truth and for doing what was right for the people. And that is why they got hated on, for speaking what was really going on in the world and what change needed to be implemented. Because we can't stand just being an enabler to a bunch of injustices that happen. That is what happens when you go against the crowd. You are met with resistance. You are met with opposition. They don't like you, they hate you because you have a mind of your own. Because you do what you feel is right for you instead of doing whatever feels right just to blend in and to be a part of something that isn't even real, that it's a lie. You see, this is all a lie, that your self-value is based off of this and based off of your job title, based off of your physical appearance. These are all lies that are being fed to us to believe. And most of these lies are shallow. They don't want you to actually connect to your source, to your soul, to your mind, to actually go within yourself instead of all these external distractions telling you how you should look, that you need this because this means that you're better. They're all a bunch of lies that we're being fed. And people buy into it. And so when you go against it, of course you're going to be a targeted individual. Because you're not easily influenced. You don't just agree with everything that is being told to you. And since they can't control you and they can't control your mind and the way that you behave, they're going to target you to try to suppress you from actually being able to share your spiritual gifts with the world. You see, each one of these influential speakers and artists were evolved. They were spiritually awakened. And they went through situations. And they went through very difficult life experiences because of their calling in this life. To be a beacon of light and hope in a world of darkness and destruction. And so, several, if not several of them, were abused. And they had to fight back because it was a spiritual warfare against their level of consciousness. And that is why they were a threat. So, several people knew, and they started to actually gravitate towards the truth, towards the light. And many of them will continue to live in denial and live in their level of conformity and comfort because it's too painful for them to change. Change is scary, and it scares a lot of people who are in a mindset of fear. The unknown is terrifying to a lot of people. Uncertainty, not knowing what will happen if someone finally takes a stand. But this is what it means to actually fight for not being a slave to society. Because they put us into an educational system. It's kind of like a prison. You go to one class, the bell rings, go to the next class. Sit down, stay silent, and allow the teacher to brainwash you with whatever information that they want to educate you with. And they dumb you down. They dumb you down. They all want you to be at the same level. And anyone who has more curiosity and will ask a lot of questions, the teacher finds it threatening and will tell that student to allow other people to also speak, to allow other people to also talk. When you're like that, very, very curious, and you want to know more about life, it's a threat to the system because they don't want you to realize the power that you carry. Each one of us Each one of us, we all have power. It only takes one person to make a change. Martin Luther King made a change. It was only one individual. You know how powerful that is? Hitler made a change, but he did it for evil purposes. But he was still a person with great power. You see, you have to learn how to use your power. That's why I'm saying this is all spiritual warfare. Because the devil also has a certain level of power. You go against certain spirits. Some are stronger, some are not as stronger than others. But also understand this, that you cannot afford to go back when you are the change. You are the blueprint to creating a new foundation, a new group for yourself. You were never meant to be a follower when you are a leader, when you're going to lead your own pack. And trust me, there's many of us who are very like-minded, who actually know what the truth is. We're able to see it. So we're not alone. So understand that when they try to gaslight you, don't fall for it. Throw it away. Because you know exactly what you came here to do. You know what God has called you to do in this life. Your purpose is so powerful. You have so much potential. It's not a small calling, no. God is going to make sure that your calling, that whatever your purpose is, you're going to make an impact in the life of others. So as a targeted individual, understand that you never fit in because you were never meant to. You think outside the box. The way your mind operates, it's beautiful. The way that you carry so much wisdom, that you're an old soul, that you have wisdom beyond your years. It's because of every challenge that you went through, and you made the choice. This was all a personal choice to evolve, to work on yourself and heal yourself, to continue to be a light in this world of darkness. Because it's not easy. Nothing in life is easy. We all go through difficulties. But each lesson is priceless. Because you get to use it for a higher purpose. And that's to help other people feel seen, feel understood. Help other people feel that they're not alone in this journey of life. That there are many other people who experience the same exact life endeavors. So I make these videos to help and to uplift other people. And the reason why I speak seriously and in this voice tone is because I do not want to make it seem that it's something to smile about when it's a serious matter. There's a moment for everything. But during these moments, I want to have a serious talk with each one of you. And actually speak from my heart to your heart. Thank you guys for watching this video. Continue to be yourselves. Continue to stay true to who you are. And continue to share that beautiful light with the world. Bye.